Coach, very impressive victory. A couple runs of 16-0 and 19-0 paved the way there in the first half.
We had 2 runs of 16-0 and
16-0 and 19-0 in the first half.
that can't be possible. That means we've been up 35. So I don't know. I didn't know that, but it was we played great the first half. Guys were ready to play, and everybody was on point offensively and defensively, and we obviously rebounded the ball very well too. And then second half, as much as we talked about continuing on what transpired the first half, we got a little passive and got stale, and we quit attacking, and they did a nice job the second half. But these 2 guys primarily made some really key plays in the second half to kind of keep them at arm's length.
Okay, we'll take questions for Wayne and Perry. On the front row aisle.
Tommy Birch, Des Moines Register. Guys, how much did that early run, I guess, really help you out the rest of the game?
I would say it helped us out a lot. Gave us a lot of confidence, and we just were defending and rebounding so well. We just were having fun and just playing.
Dylan Troy, KJHK 90.7. Wayne, it seems like you've been playing your best basketball when your uncle Anthony is in attendance. What do you think of that?
I guess he has to keep coming. I don't know. Just getting out there and being aggressive. I just got a great group of guys around me, and it's easier when you got it like that.
Question here in the middle.
Howie Casoy, New York Post. Wayne, you were saying yesterday that the biggest thing you learned from the last 2 years was that you couldn't just hope for things to happen, that you had to make things happen. When they cut the lead to 9 there with about 9 or 10 minutes left, you and Perry scored, I think, 3 or 4 straight possessions. I guess what was going on through your head when they got it to single digits there?
Just being aggressive, and just like you said, making it happen. We had good guards, and they penetrated, and we penetrated off of them, and that's all it was.
Other questions for our student athletes here? Okay, we're going the front, and then we're going the back.
Could both you guys just tell me a little bit about how much you guys have kind of seen the rim protection go up with Traylor and Lucas in the past few weeks?
Start with Wayne, then Perry.
It's tremendous. Those guys, when they play with so much energy, especially Jamari, it looked like batting practice out there in the first half with him, and it's great when you got it like that.
Yeah, it's just great to know, that we have players that'll come out and just play with so much energy, and it gives us so much confidence.
We had a question in the back here. Go ahead, Reed.
Hey, for Wayne, Kellis Rubnett here with the Wichita Eagle. Did your heart sink at all when you saw Perry have to come out of the game early, limping off there?
Well, what went through my head was I seen it and I go, oh, shoot. But I didn't say it like that. I kind of said something different. Then he came up to me. I was like, what happened? He goes, I bumped my knee. Oh, I go, okay, you're fine.
Other questions out there? Anything else for our student athletes? Okay, we'll stay with you. You got the mic there. We're going to start with you and then come back to the front.
One more for both of you. I know you guys have talked a lot about getting past this game, but do you have to kind of temper that excitement now, knowing that there is a bigger goal still in mind?
Start with Perry, then Wayne.
It was a lot of motivation from last year, that feeling that we had. And, we just want to keep continuing playing the way we are and just have fun and take it game by game.
Wayne?
Just what Perry said, and some people look at it differently. I'm more of the type to build off of what we've been doing this year, and that's what we're trying to do, just build off of our accomplishments we already had.
Okay, up front.
Perry, you're now 1 point shy away from tying Paul Pierce. How did that feel? You mentioned yesterday that you just wanted to keep on winning no matter if you got into the top 10 of scoring today.
Yeah, it's an honor, just to know that. But it's still something I'm not worried about. I just want to keep continuing trying to win and go from there. And then after the season, whatever happens, happens.
Anything else? Okay, fellas, great job. Take questions for Coach Self now. we got over here on the right side.
Kevin Haskin, Topeka Capital Journal. Bill, the players kind of mentioned it, but with 9-something left, you called that timeout, and then you got the 3 quick baskets. Kind of what did you draw up there, and how big were those at that time?
I don't think I think we called a couple of plays, but the first one was the biggest one. Was they were zone, and Perry made about a 16-footer right from the free throw line in the middle of the zone. So that to me was the biggest shot of the game, if there was a biggest shot. And then we got a couple of baskets right after that. Landon made a great pass to Perry, if I remember right, for a dunk, and then Wayne had a couple of driving baskets that were pretty strong. So the thing about we had scored, and I could be wrong, but I think we'd scored like 10 points the first 11 minutes of the second half, something like that, and we didn't make any shots. We were 0 for 3 and lost all momentum, but somehow the guys, they did rally around it and was able to piece it together and make enough plays to win by double figures.
Okay, in the back. You go ahead.
Jeff Lutz from the Wichita Eagle. Coach, you talked to Frank, I think, in the tunnel at halftime. Why did you feel like it was important to encourage him then?
Well, I don't know that was as much encouragement because we called the play and he threw it to the wrong side, and we couldn't run it the way that it's set up to run by him throwing it to this side. And I was just trying to tell him that you got to get your head into it. I mean, he wasn't bad today, but by any stretch, I'm not saying that. But I didn't think when things kind of went a little bit south for him personally, not our team, but for him personally, I thought he quit being aggressive and lost a little focus. So we're just trying to get him back.
Other questions for the coach in the very back row on the aisle?
Coach, Dave Campbell, Associated Press. When Wayne is playing like that, I guess, how much more dangerous is it? You think that makes your offense?
Well, a lot. The ball stuck a lot today. I didn't think we had that great ball and body movement that we've try to accomplish throughout every game. But what we had some individuals step up and make some good plays. And I thought him driving the ball and putting pressure on the defense was good. He made a couple of shots early that were good. But if we get 2 of our 3 guards playing well and scoring, I think that we're pretty hard to guard. And to me, he's as big a key as anybody because he's a guy, because he can get his shot off, that can go for big numbers. It's harder for maybe Frank and Devontae, they're not as big to get their own shot, but he's one of the guy better than anybody we have at probably getting his own shot.
Okay, back in the front here.
How good were they in the first half? Was the team in the first half, and how good was it to jump out to that lead? You mentioned it a little bit.
Well, it was great to get a big lead. I guess it was 16-0 because I think they scored like the first 3
5-2 lead.
5-2, and then we go up 18-5, and then we had a great run. After we kind of traded baskets and they cut it to 5 or 6 or something like that. So it was good. We were really, really, really good the first half. I thought both ends. We defended, we rebounded, we put pressure on the defense, and of course it helps when you make shots. But that was good the first half, and then second half we didn't do very many of the same things that we accomplished the first half. We became very passive.
On the aisle back there.
Kellis Robinette with the Wichita Eagle. Coach, I know you call Perry kind of the Mr. Consistent, the rock of this team, but do you see him raising his intensity, his game at all this tournament?
Well, he had 2 good games. I don't know how many. I can't remember. What do you have, like 21, 22, something the first game. But, yeah, he had 2 nice games. He rebounded the ball better today. I thought that was really important. But to me, we got 4 guys that aren't guys that are going to consistently get 20 or whatever and may not have the huge numbers, but we got 4 pretty consistent scorers, and if we get 3 or 4 of those, 3 out of the 4, scoring the ball consistently, I think we got a chance offensively, and of course, that was the case today. But Perry's been great. He's been great all year for the most part.
Still have 5 minutes left in this session. Anything else for the coach? Very front row here, please.
You've talked a lot during the season about kind of the lack of a rim protector. Are you starting to see Traylor and Lucas kind of fill that void a little bit?
Well, I think that Landon is doing a much better job. I think Maury is a better help side rim protector than he is guarding his own man. But what Maury can really do, he's great at blocking shots in transition, which I know that's part of being a rim protector, but not really half-court defense. So, yeah, it's nice. It's nice when you can make mistakes and you got guys that can cover up for it. And we really haven't been a great shot blocking team this year, but we seem more active now.
Anything else? Okay, congratulations,
Thank
Coach,
you.
on to Louisville.
Okay.